It takes a certain level of realism with delusional optimism to get something done, which is so important for clinical development and just getting therapies and medicines to patients fast and on time. And I think one of the really interesting things is how do we put the right people in the right places at the right companies to make the decisions that can really have effectively a butterfly effect. You just need a small group of people that take tough decisions to implement certain products, certain services that can truly transform an industry, especially an industry as important as clinical and statistical programming.
We're going to make the ultimate decision of whether something is efficacious and safe based on data that we transform and then outputs that we generate. And based on those, we're going to make our decisions.
I got to talk about how the company is organized to deliver the best results for these trials, but it was great because I got to also talk about how our products and our technology is designed. But if that LLM is trained on the reality, the granular reality that we uniquely have access to in an anonymized way, then it can be assistant for all those jobs. When you go into the details of how you might build those automations and AI on these systems, it's really important for people to know how that data is being used, which is what we care a lot about in our product teams.
Using it for different purpose. It's built for one thing, use it somewhere else. I spoke about a step-by-step of how to implement AI. How do we get there from where we are? Companies have not moved to automation yet. They need to move to automation, and then they can implement AI with far better success in programming. It means that programmers have more time to spend on more exciting stuff. They're not doing this stuff, so it gives them a little bit more.
Complexity has gone up dramatically. It's almost exponential in terms of where I started to where we are now.
What do I think about the work that Verisian is doing? One of the most exciting opportunities that I've seen in the industry to make the biggest improvements in how we do what we do on behalf of our patients. One thing that I got out of today's event, the inspiration to know that I'm not alone and that there's quite a number of other people who are at least as passionate as I am to bring these improvements to the industry as quickly as possible.
To implement AI, Gen AI, you need to sort of start building bridges. One thing I learned today is how many incredibly enthusiastic people there are that are really craving for change in statistical programming. I'm going to talk about shaping statistical programming in an era of AI and MLs.
Well, I'm optimistic about that events like this are happening because you need momentum to make anything happen. And if someone watches this and decides to change something, that momentum has been created. So that's, I think, what I'm most excited about.
I'm here to learn, right? And also to test my ideas, right? I have certain ideas. I want to test them. I want to see different ideas around. Do I need to adjust my ideas? And I think the caliber of people that are at this event is exactly right for me to do that.
We hope to do our best to contribute in that space, and we will welcome anyone to join us in that journey in any capacity.